Hi everyone, Angus Campbell here. It's Friday the 24th of May 2024 and following the recent stable and event update, here we go to the first event, and we're off to the BSA Owners Club National Open weekend, which is being held at the rugby club in Spalding in Lincolnshire. It's only about 50 odd miles from here. Nice short run, should take about an hour and a quarter. So we're ready to roll, and I'll bring you some shots from over the weekend. There's due to be a ride out tomorrow, bike line up and auto jumble on Sunday, and lots of interesting bikes and people there. So bikes, two bikes I'm taking are all loaded up, and the old camper van ready to roll. Bring you some shots when I get there. Right, we've arrived. It's 1:10 in the afternoon, and it's very early yet, so we don't expect a lot of people to arrive until this evening and tomorrow, but beginning to come in. This is Spalding Rugby Club just off of the A16, which is over there, and I imagine it'll all start getting filled up later. Had a bit of a drama on the way here. This trailer I've got is a motor lug, which is a collapsible, held together by pins, and the trouble is it tends to flex a bit, and sometimes what happens is if the road's really nasty, it flexes quite a lot, and the hooks come off here, even though this is taut as hell. So what I did when I stopped to make some adjustments on the other side anyway was managed to loop the bare end of the strap through the bigger hole down the bottom, and then put the two hooks together. I'll try and remember to show you when I wrap these up, but anyway, just setting up camp and unloading the bikes. Alright, camp all set up. Got a cup of tea, bikes are prepped, oil in, batteries in, petrol in, Rocket 3 fired up, first kick, first run this year. B25 was a bit slower, but I think I found that the pilot jet on the B25, oh, these noisy motorbikes, the pilot jet on the B25 carb I think was slightly blocked because it was playing up trying to get it right tick over and picking up off tick over, and all of a sudden if you over tickle it now, which it used to like, it's flooding a bit, so or taking a bit to kick over to clear it, so that's good news too. So we're all set up. Time now is 10 to 3, and there is a bit of a line going back there. They're trundling in, but of course some people who are not as fortunate to have retired yet are working today, so they'll be rolling all today and tomorrow I think too, to be honest. But yeah, people have already been coming over and saying hello and that, so we're set up. Next thing is I'm gonna get the B25 SS really warmed up and try and sort this tick over out and make it more reliable. 5:30 in the afternoon on Friday the 24th, and there we go, filling up. A few at the far end, more down here. So yeah, beginning to get a good few people here. That goes further back than you think up there, so yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Keep you posted. Been out on these two, get them filled with petrol. The station, petrol station's over there in the distance, but both touch wood, running pretty well. Unfortunately I've forgotten to bring the GoPro, so I don't think I'll be able to get you some shots of the ride out. But what I will do either this evening or tomorrow is I'll go around the site and pick out a selection of the bikes, if not all of them, just to give you a feel for what's here. About 6:15 now on the Friday. Sun's come out, it's warming up a bit. Beginning to look a bit busy. Plenty more to come apparently. Off into the clubhouse for dinner. Friday evening meal in the restaurant and bar at Spalding RUFC Club. Morning, it's about 7:15 on the morning of Saturday the 25th of May. The club's got a new gazebo for events like this and shows and stuff. It's smaller than the other one, but brand new. The other one finally fell to pieces. I think it was last year at Mallory, sort of equivalent at Festival of 1,000 Bikes, or the year before maybe. It was very windy and it suffered a bit. But anyway, here we are, beautiful morning. People are stirring. I've been up a little while actually, slept well, but I was awake at 5:30, so I got on with breakfast, done the 4 S's, and more expected to turn up this morning. We've got a run this morning at about 11:15, briefing at 10. We're going over to a museum for which we've got a free ticket. So when I find out where we're going to, I can't remember. I'll let you know. I'm a Lincolnshire lad, but I can't remember a museum down here. I'm not sure whether it's an air museum or what, but anyway, we'll sort it out. Right, the bikes are out, just airing off. Lots of dew this morning, but the sun will soon burn that off. It's supposed to be a pretty good weather forecast for today. Tomorrow it's not, but anyway, so let's make the most of today. I'll bring you back later at the riders briefing for the run about 10 o'clock. Oh, and I forgot to say that yesterday I mentioned that do a walk around sometime of the site to have a look at the bikes. Well, obviously they're going to congregate for the run today, but also tomorrow on the Sunday, which is an open day, so anybody who wants to come over on a bike to attend is welcome. The idea is to obviously fill the place with BSAs. But obviously we've got plenty to do there to do a walk around, so that's what we'll do. Right, see you at 10. Riders briefing for the run out to the museum.
Tail end Charlie is the handsome chap, the economy here, and we will both be wearing these. The tail end is C15, red C15.
Be a few miles back then.
So as I say, welcome to Lincolnshire and welcome to Bomber County. This is well known as Bomber County because during the war there were 20 plus operational airports, landing strips in the county, and the majority of them were bombers, Bomber Command. So we've got a great affinity with bombers, and you'll get that at the venue where we go to today. We're going to East Kirkby near Spilsby. There is this is north of here on the edge of the Wolds. There's a map, I think, in the gazebo. I don't know how many people have seen it, but don't worry if you haven't, because it's a fairly straightforward route. Just some points to make, you aware that you are responsible for your own safety and conduct on the road.
Congregating for the run, but there'll be more over at the car park a little way down the road, where's the official meeting point. Start the run! It's running. Right, we're off. Right, just a quick collection stop to let the stragglers catch up on the way to East Kirkby Museum. I'll tell you more about the museum when I get there, but I have been there before. I know what it's all about, and it'll be very interesting. Right, let's have a look at the ground bikes. Be more later. This is the lead bike. 72 probably, we'll look at that later. This A50 goes like stink because he's a hooligan. Nice Mark 1 Rocket 3. M20/21. Another oil in frame over there. A7s, A10s, B33. Royal Enfield Interceptor. Seen that one before. B33, something like that anyway. Overhead valve single. You get the picture. Well, here's the sloper.
No, that's the guy. You're sucking out a lot of oil.
Yes.
We'll do some more on that one later.
Check your level. I have. Have you got some in there? I have. Where's... Oh, Gary, take your gloves off.
R3. New BSA 650. And more 3-unit twins. That I think's an A7 and I think that's an A10. I don't know much about these, but the A10's got one more thing, I believe, on the barrel. Right there, another red valve single. And the yellow warning framers, so there's a few power set bikes here. Anyway, we'll have a bit of a break. There's quite a few to catch up yet, and the C15 is taking up the rear. Hope you can hear me. Right, I don't know how much you heard on the last clip when we were halfway here, stopping off at the sort of catch-up point. But anyway, here we are at East Kirkby Museum, and this is an old RAF wartime airfield, which is now a museum. And as it's bank holiday, it's quite busy. But they have a Lancaster here and a Mosquito now, I believe. The bangs in the background are because it's a tank day today, but it's a World War II museum with some of the old airfield huts here. NAFI and places like that are still on the site. I'll show you the Lancaster they've got later. It runs and they're trying to get an airworthiness certificate on it. It's not the Battle of Britain flight Lancaster, that's up at RAF Coningsby, which isn't far from here. But anyway, I'll show you some of the sites as we go around, but we've got our own display enclosure here at the museum this afternoon, care of the museum organisers and also the Lincolnshire branch of the BSA Owners Club. So yeah, quite nice. Clouds look a little bit ominous, but anyway, we're here okay. Just around the corner from where we're displaying, there's loads of army vehicles here. Some newer sheds in the background, but there's an original hangar there with a bit of apron runner here. Another original building at the back there behind all the eateries here. More displays right at the back there of army vehicles. Lots of people here in army uniform, etc. There's all hell going on here. And then if you walk a bit up here, there's a display going on at the background with the tanks, and there you go, coming into view. There's the Lancaster. So I say this runs and they taxi it here, but it hasn't got an airworthiness certificate yet. And they do have special weekends arranged, which you can see online when they run this thing up and take it down to a runway which is here. Apparently they've trialled it a little bit and got the tail up, but they're not allowed to put it in the air. But it looks absolutely bloody fantastic. Right, we're right up close. I've just heard on the PA system that they might be running this up this afternoon, and also the Battle of Britain flight might be coming over, so there's all hell going on.
So if you would like to
just listening, hang a sec.
Lancaster at 1:50 this afternoon, then please do make your way to the admissions counter inside the NAFI, where you can inquire about prices and briefing times.
Right, yeah, they're firing this up at 1:50, and there might be a place going on it. I'm going to go and have a look.
So I should have
I'm on it.
Nigel, Devin, and Joe, Devin and Angus. That is one hand in contact throughout, stood upright throughout. No bobbing down to have a look during the taxi, because believe me, that's when Ernie lets go, you go over backwards. One hand stood upright throughout. Janet, you're in the door, I'll give you a specific brief when we're there. And Alan, you're in the rear turret, and I'll give you a specific brief when we get in there too. What we're going to do is the back end, we're going to go up front with the front end tour, and then the other lot, the front end, are going to be with me. So.
There you go, you see? I can do that one as well next.
You don't actually you put any aid in when you taxi?
No.
So it's
not
not,
really.
not
Not necessary, but it's part of the in your plan.
Yeah.
You have to be done.
Because if you want to come out and wait, we've got another 10-15 minutes before they'll shuffle us around, so there's no hurry to go.
Cockpit.
I think the run was at 150,
Yeah, 150, yeah. Captain.
Sighting system, I have no idea.
Just got a quick vid from the cockpit. Pilot's view. You think? Yeah.
If you look out to your left, you'll see the B-17 somewhere out that way.
Right, there's a B-17 Flying Fortress just doing a flyover now. It's a bit of a pinprick,
I think it's just been part.
but hopefully ere it comes round again.
It'll do 3 or 4.
See if I can get it in shot. Where is it? Must be there. Oh, there she is. Fantastic.
So is there room for two in the centre position?
Oh, that'll have to do.
3 engine, it's got a different colour band on it.
And that's smaller than the Lanc.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it, would you?
No,
Look at
it's
it.
Pretty big.
I mean, it is a big.
Yeah.
It is a biggish aeroplane. But when they're parked next to each other.
Yeah.
This just looks like it's on steroids.
So is this one privately owned, the B-17?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
What calibre were they?
In the rear turret.
Very good. You're redeeming.
Apparently these are handlebar controls like a motorbike.
Well remembered. That's a
3 bullet. So it's not a powerful bullet. That's the same bullet that is an infantry trying to kill a soldier. We're trying to shoot down the head. So we've got 4 guns, 2,500 rounds per weapon, stored in.
And then lower that behind and sit back down.
Now in the wireless operator's seat where I think I'll be for the run.
And it would be the same for the mid-upper turret, which I take it out.
Sorry, it's not focusing very well on that. And the main cockpit. Right, we're just being pushed back now, or pulled back onto the grass for a run up and a taxi. I don't know what the noise is in the back, no idea. In a very short space of time there's going to be an almighty racket here, because this is my seat for the run in the wireless operator's seat, right next to this engine, which is was it probably either number 1 or 2, don't know. That's just one engine. Oh well, that was bloody awesome. I never anticipated that when they said there was run out here today to the museum that I'd managed to nab a cancel spot on the Lancaster. There, it all happens with the BSA Owners Club. Right everyone, here's a little an interesting bike. So it's a BSA and it's not a winged wheel because it's got a cycle master in it. And here it is. Belongs to Ken. And Ken is very kindly gonna give us a demonstration. So it's a BSA cycle.
Cycle Master. Yeah, 32cc. 230 miles per gallon. Insurance £15.60.
And there's the man actually. I would put him in shot. And you were saying that you could purchase the back wheel unit with engine as to fit in other bicycles,
Yeah.
as long as it fit the frame, I suppose.
Cycle Masters were sold to fit into standard bicycles. So
Yeah.
Standard width frame. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Right, yeah, very thanks Ken. Yeah, start your engine.
Okay. Petrol on.
Yep. A bit wider shot. And a bit like the Aerial 3, it's pedal off.
There you go.
Very good, thank you. And what did you say the top speed was? 23?
20 mile per hour.
20 mile per hour.
I think it goes a bit faster than that, to be honest.
And that's not bad, because I was saying to Ken that the Aerial 3 that we mess around with, top speed of that's only about 27, 28. There we go. Thank you very much, Ken.
No
Appreciated.
Okay.
Right, it's 7:30 in the evening on Saturday 25th, is it, today? May. Anyway, the bike's under the awning because the weather might come in tonight, so tomorrow's open day. Might be a bit dubious, but anyway, we'll see. So it's all quiet now, a bit cool, but still dry. And I think we might not get too many turning up tomorrow after all, but anyway, let's see. But had a great day out at East Kirkby. I call it Heritage Museum, I think, World War II Heritage Museum. And also, since coming back here, picked up one or two bits and pieces like B50 parts book from 1972, because there are a few subtle differences between that and 71, a few amendments, so that's useful. Other than that, we'll see you in the morning. Keep going, keep going. Okay, Saturday evening, just beginning. They're all a bit dozy after dinner, but I'm sure they'll be dancing a bit later. Not me though, to this music. Morning all. Sunday. What is it? 26th, I think, of May 2024 at the BSA Owners Club National Weekend Open Day at Spalding Rugby Union Football Club ground. And there's all our campsite, etc. on the back there, and just getting together now. Time now is 10:15 in the morning, but just starting the open day line up with all the bikes, so we'll go down these at the moment. But just to give you a view, so we're on the sort of area at the back of the club ground where they train, so we're not damaging any of the pitches, but over on the far side, over towards the main roads, you've got the pitches over here, and then just this side of the ground you've got the car park, and then the nearly new clubhouse with all its facilities, and it's a great location, so good spot. Right, we'll do a quick run through this lot now. Pre-unit twin. I was going to say could be A7, but I can see the engine number now. It is A7. New Goldie. There's an A10 because there's an extra fin on the barrel. I'm getting to know these. Look, and if you look at the engine number, yes, A10. Now then, what we've got here. Is it a C15? It is. I was just making sure it wasn't the SS80. Mach 1 Rocket 3. Sloper. A couple of these here. I think the other one's still here. And well, the sun's coming out. We had a lot of rain from about 4 AM this morning up until about half an hour ago, and now it's brightening up a bit, but rain later possibly. Right, back to the sloper. I love these old singles, as you know, from the Blue Star at the East Midlands Club, Phil's Blue Star. BSA Cycle Master that we videoed yesterday running. Oil in frame, Lightning, must be 72 that. No, that's a 71 number. In 72 colours and side panel. That must be an A10. Oh no, it's not, it's an A7. Now then, a single. Let's have a look. I think it's overhead valve. Yeah. So probably B31, B33. Some quick gears. 33. Now then, here's a military one. Is this a B40? Possibly. Yep, that's a B40 350. I can see the engine number of that, B31. Well, only to get the model, yeah, well, it's B31, 33, 32. Luckily, my eyesight's still good. A10.
Series front brake, that's different.
That's
Norton or...
I don't know. Don't know. Looks as though it works. Yeah. Oh, was the aerial one full width? Was that Norton?
No, it's not aerial.
No, it's not. Okay.
Bigger than 7 inch.
Don't know. All far too early for me, these bikes, obviously. Another A10. This looks like A7, one less fin. Yeah, A7. Look at that, I'm a noted expert of pre-unit twins now.
It's a Star Twin, technically. Predates the sort of that.
Oh, does it? Yeah. Thank you, there's a man that knows, you see. Now this is more my kettle of fish, a bit early, but anyway. I need to check now, because I know there's an A50 here, but this is... It is an A65. It says Lightning on it, but it's not. It's single carb. So it's a Lightning motor with a single carb head. Obviously pre-onion frame. It's twin leading shoe at the front, but I don't think that's original. But anyway, obviously a well-used bike with all the carrying equipment on it and a trailer. Really neat trailer. Well-travelled bike, I think. B25 Starfire. So basically the same motor as in the B25 SS. Could it be 6970, something like that? Yeah, it is a Starfire SS on the side there. The C25 Barracuda was a similar looking motor, but not in such a state of tune, I think. This is B31, 350 single. Thunderbolt. See if I can get the year. Excuse me while I look at the engine number. No, I can't because it must be pre-68 and it's got quite an early rocker cover on that, hence no fins. Ah, yeah, we know that bike. B25 SS, well, it's built in 1970. No, it wasn't. Built in one batch in, was it late January, early February? But it's got a 1970 number on it because it was only one batch of the flamboyant blues were made for the home market. A7, I think. Yep, A7 in that the original mint green colour. Another single. B31, early one, I think. Nice tank on it. Another B31.
Pat's hoping to win the seat in the rocket.
Oh, I think we've seen this one before. 71 Rocket 3 5-speed A75V. Could be another B40. Excuse me a minute. Have a look. Yep, B40. Army 350 with a rifle carrier by the look of it. Now, this was going well on the run yesterday. The outfit. That's it. M33. So this is overhead valve. M33. The single B31. Another mint green. Now then, what we're doing? Going for A7, I think. Yep. A7, getting good at this. And another pre-unit twin, I think it's an 810, extra fin. Yep. Oh, I'm an expert. What does Frank Westwood say? A noted expert. Never owned one. Another A10. I mean, they are a well-liked bike, these A10s. I've never ridden one, but they're supposed to be lovely motors. I always think of the story told by Odgie, one of the a fantastic engineer and mechanic who writes up on flat trackers and things that he builds in Real Classic magazine. And he was saying that one year him and his brother went to I think somewhere in Scotland to look at some bikes in a container being sold off as part of an estate, and there was an A7 in there, hadn't been run for donkey's years. They thought would make a good basis for a flat tracker. Dragged it home, started it up. Didn't take long to start it up, it ticked over. Unbelievable. we have another A10. Now then, here we go with something a bit different. So this is well, it's either a B32 or a B34, and it is a DBD34. Excuse me, gents.
There were two guys about a little bit older than me. They both had
Another new Goldie, stacked up for touring. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Yeah.
Well, it was here yesterday. I like the look at that.
Nice Mark 1 Rocket 3. Yeah, the guy that came on that B50 yesterday, that was a nice bike, but he's not coming on it today. He's coming on a BSA frame with a Jawa engine in it, so that'll be interesting.
He did join
He joined the club, yeah. He came over to join, yeah. It's good for him.
It was a nice original bike that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
You don't find that today, right? Like.
Yeah, I agree. And finally, for the moment, there will be more, I'm sure, and another A10. Right, that's the first pass, and a bit later on, there's some more come. We'll start from here. The Gold A10. We've got to include this in the lineup, the BSA car that gets everywhere. We saw this at Mallory a couple of years ago. I'll have to ask the gent where he lives. But driven here. I'll try and find out what year it is as well. I'm sure he's told me in the past. Can't remember. Anyway, we'll come back hopefully with a few more details on it. 11:15 and it's staying dry and fairly bright and warming up a bit. It's getting quite mild, and the auto jumbles people are out. I sold 1 or 2 bits yesterday. We've got a couple of stalls. Just picked up Western high bars, which I might put on the Rocket 3 because I don't think the bars are on here not bad, but they're not quite up and wide enough. So I've got a set of Western high bars off right over here, and then we'll go over here and look at some other stuff. Just perusing. Okay, 11:30 now. This is where we left off. There's the last bike, but now more have come in. Judging it's not until 3 o'clock, I think, at Wards and Raffle and all that, so plenty of time for more people to come if they come over. Right, here we go again, A10. So as you can tell, there's a big A10 contingent in the club, and BSA sold a lot of those bikes. Great reputation. Yeah, the lemon bike. Another nice A10 done out for touring. William Framey power set. 72, so correct colours, and again got the kit on and a tent and everything, so well used. With external oil filter. But it took a lot of what I wanted to do. A65, probably Thunderbolt. Well, let's just check if it's not an A50. There is an A50 here somewhere. Yeah, A65. Quite an early one. So you've got the nacelle on it, and the early rocker cover with no fins. So that's and the tin side panel badges. They are rare as hell. You lose them, you cannot get new ones. Another nice clean A10. Now then, a couple of nice crimson bikes here, maroon. Let's have a think. I think I know what that one is over there, maybe it's C11 or something like that, but anyway, let's see what this one is. B31. And then this. Now, first of all, let's just see if it's overhead valve or is it side valve. It's overhead valve, so maybe let's guess C11G. Oh yeah, baby, C11G. And there's the Jawa A10. Now this is the gent that brought the B50 SS in yesterday and joined the club and said he couldn't stay then. So that was the previous clip you saw. And he said he was coming on his Jawa. And here it is. External oil pump, 500cc, no valve lifter. And it sounded an absolute treat when he came in on it. But in an A10 rolling chassis-ish, with a later oiling frame conical up front end and other paraphernalia. So self-built. Looks pretty purposeful. Next to it, and the other DBD 34. Again, looks well used, very good. And this, I'm going to say, is this an A10 Golden Flash? But I thought they were all plunger rear ends. So, oh, it's an A10. I assume it's Golden Flash. And this is C15, which might have been the tail end Charlie on the one yesterday. I assume it's a C15. Yeah. C15. As I say, I think it was tail end Charlie yesterday, so done a few miles. No trouble. Right, that completes it at the moment. We'll see if we get any more in up until awards, etc. So we've got several hours yet, most of the afternoon. Weather's holding up not too bad. We might get a little bit more rain later, but it's quite mild, it's not too bad. Okay, 20 to 2 in the afternoon, got some more here. So first one up following the C15 we've already seen. This is the M21, now an outfit, was a solo for a bit, now an outfit, owned by Alan in the East Midlands branch, who's ridden all the way down here from, I think Alan lives Loughborough way on, somewhere around there anyway. With Jules in the sidecar, I'm going to try and get a couple of pics of him when he leaves in a short while with all his gear on, and we'll put it in the East Midlands branch report in the Star. Next up, Spitfire, 365 Spitfire with its distinctive big tank. Don't know what mark it is. It's got concentric carbs on it rather than GPs and stuff like that. Let's see if we can see what year it is. So it's E-Reg. What does that make it? Mark 3 maybe. It's got, sorry about the camera angle, I'm just trying to see what rocker cover it's got on it. Oh right, yeah, it might be a Mark 2. It's got an unfinned rocker cover. but not quite sure about that. But anyway, a classic Spitfire. Grade 10.
Is it near the same bracket? It's not the size of that one.
And then we get on to Mick Griffith's Bantam contingent, so it's D1. Been puttering about the site all weekend, really nice. And a couple of later ones. So the D1's 125, but then we went on to the D3, D5, D7, D10, D14, 4B175. Ended up at 175cc. Let's have a look at the year of this. G-Reg, that's pretty late. That's E. Yeah, this is E-Regged.
Cruising, you only want it round 45 to 50. You don't want to be going out cruising over 50.
Is it D10, Mick?
Yeah.
And that D14, 4?
D14, no, that's B175.
Oh, later, okay, B175.
69.
Oh, right, okay, yep, thank you. There you go. And finally sneaking in at the other end is a rather nice modified, it says Barracuda. Let's see if the engine is C25. Oh, it is, yeah, C25 Barracuda. What's interesting on this, you'll notice left hand change, rear sets, with a transfer rod over to the other side.
In the palace, you have to wear long. So there's all shops selling these types of
well
things.
done.
They're really lightweight. So I'll double up and get one.
That's
for
all
the
interesting there because it's a
thing
McCooney
that's
car.
on that, that silly shenanigans thing.
So interesting little bike. Quite a bit of interesting work done on it by somebody who's taken some time and effort. Sounded quite well when it came in, and I think that's a lot. So they're mostly all still here. Time now is 10 to 2. Lovely afternoon actually. Having a bit of fun. There's Norma out on Mick's D1 Bantam. Done a few miles around the field this weekend, that has. So I've counted up, there's one or two people that have gone. I've counted up the full lineup's about, I think, 54 BSAs. Right, that'll be it for now, and I'll bring you back when the official kick-off the final presentation, which I think is 3 o'clock. D1 Bantam land speed record. One jar, we're going home. This is David, and joined the club this weekend. He's the one with the B50SS from yesterday, and he lives about 11 miles away, so it's going for a blast home before that lot comes. I think his name's David Till, I think. Giving him a hand with his side stand plate. Cheers, David. 2:30, presentation, awards and raffle by members of the committee. So and President Norma, and this is Rob talking, who's the chairman. Afternoon.
A few thank yous. John and Gillian Michael for all their efforts.
Here.
Very much we appreciate all the work they've put in. Secondly, to the Spalding Rugby Club. Excellent venue. Food's terrific from my personal point of view.
As a Christian then.
Here.
And finally, thank you for all coming this both the weekend and today. I do hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. The weather, we nearly got the weather right, but it looks like it's going to be annoying for going home, doesn't it? Right, so we've got a few awards. Firstly, Bill.
Oh, I think Bill was going to announce the winners. Oh, do you want to do it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you just introduce yourself?
Alright. My name then is Rob Jones. I'm the new I wish I was. I'm the new chairman of the BSA Club. On my right is Norma Burgess. She's our Madam President, and she's going to help me to give out the awards.
I'm the president of the Three Cheese Society. Oh yeah.
Thanks everybody.
I'll just keep you on for the awards.
The best BSA here today, we have in third place
Angus Campbell.
is Angus Campbell.
I'm doing the video.
Right. Well done, young mate.
Thank
All
you
right,
very much,
then, well
Mother.
done.
Thank you.
Okay.
Much appreciated. Cheers.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
This is Jim with the B31, second. I owe you a kiss, Norma.
The one you've all been waiting for, first place, we have
Longer arm.
Sorry, I didn't get his name. He's got the cycle master.
He's got the cycle master.
Ken.
Don't have a name.
Ken. It's Ken. Hey, well done, Ken. There you go, the 3 awards. So Rocket 3, B31, and this is the Cycle Master that you've seen as well. Right, we'll leave it there because we're going on to raffle and all that rubbish, but bring you back a bit later. Yeah, the Cycle Master in the wheel, yeah.
As you could obviously tell, this was well rehearsed. We've got one more award, and that is for the person who's ridden the longest distance here, and that goes to Ian McGregor.
Hey. Up the Geordies!
Get the logo. You've got to get the logo and the Northeast logo as well, man. Do you want my t-shirt?
How many miles?
206.
Okay, winning bikes line up. So mine third, Ian's long distance, 206 miles, second to BSA, best in show, we've seen a lot of it, Ken Cycle Master. Cheers mate! Monday morning and the last few stragglers are going off. These two guys are going back up to Geordieland to the northeast, one of them on a C15. 200 miles we've got to do. Had a bit of rain this morning. What time is it now? Got all the bikes put away. It's getting come up to 8:45. Bikes on the trailer. Rain overnight, but lovely now, dried out. And that's definitely it. See you all for now. Right, it's about 11:30 on the Monday morning, 27th. Back at base where I'm just dropping off the Rocket 3 in the storage, but we'll keep the battery and stuff in it so I can come and pick it up anytime for a run, and we'll take the B25 SS home so I can use that for runs out from there. But it means that I can ride out here and swap bikes over then if the Rocket 3's a runner. But what I've just noticed on loading it, the strap was round the shock. Look what it's done to it, it's bent it. So that's another bloody job. Anyway, the back here roughly safe and sound. Right, that is definitely it. Great weekend. And thanks everyone for watching. If you're interested for any subscriptions, any comments. And I'll see you all again soon, probably on the dreaded Bonneville. Cheers everyone, bye bye.